Hello, everyone, and thank you for stopping back by my channel to see what I have to put out for today. Okay, we're going to go quickly over the Bold and the Beautiful that aired for March 9th, which is Thursday, my standard time, which is 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Y'all, today was pretty much about Case, my Super Snoop Katie, getting a 411 on some mysterious looking information about Quinn and Slut from Another Mother and Rusty Dusty being a little bit too close for comfort type of situation. Then we got Rental Cop Charlie going around there, still super spine like he always does, and trying to make Pam get on his side to get into this theory of his of Rusty Dusty not being good or fit to marry anybody and breaking poor Logan's Ron's heart as well as Papa Bear's heart. Okay, we go right on into the scene. We have Logan's Ron is asking um, Super Snoop Katie to go with her to Australia to be her maid of honor once again for her many, 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 many marriages. Okay, and I'm thinking, okay, where is Donna? Where is Donna in all of this? You know what I'm saying? Take it back easy, laid back Donna. And Super Snoop Katie said, well, I guess if I do decide to go, I can leave Will with Donna because she loves spending time with her nephew. I'm like, so why Donna's not being invited to the wedding? What's up with that? Logan's Ron. Anyway, we have Rusty Dusty walks in while the two women are going on over the comes and goings on whether Super Snoop Katie should tag along for the wedding and be her matron or maid of honor. And of course, uh, she got bamboozled by Slut from Another Mother as well as not Slut from Another Mother, I'm talking about Logan's Run and Rusty Dusty. She got bamboozled and tricked into going. So for our opinion now, for argument's sake, Super Snoop Kate is on the job. She's going to Australia. Okay, then we leave that situation. We have Slut from Another Mother is critiquing Courageous Ivy's jury work, pretty much trying to put her ideas onto Ivy's, but she had to recollect her thoughts and say, okay, I'm sorry for, putting on my thing of how I see jury is supposed to go versus yours because you're a good jury designer as well. So, just take my um, what do you call it, advice, and you do what you want to do with it. And then, Courageous I was like, oh, I'm so glad we're working so well together along with alongside each other with the jury critiquing and stuff like that. She said, but you're not doing that just for me to not tell Uncle Eric what you've been doing. And she was like, oh no. And then of course, they try to get off that subject a little bit. But I'm like, you ain't gonna fade to black on Courageous Ivy. Courageous Ivy gonna be looking at you all the time during the winning proceedings. Then we have, excuse me, Runner College Charlie comes in with his investigating tools or his analytical mind for him to try to catch Slut from Another Mother uh, being off, and she may let a lead on to her exposure of her definitely trying to get to know Rusty Dust a little better. Okay, and it's not kosher at all. Then we have Courageous Ivy once Slept from Another Mother to get sick and not to come to the wedding in Australia. She said, do you actually think by me missing the wedding is going to make me not cheat on my husband or cheat on my husband? Honey, I'm too in love with your uncle. I'm not gonna mess things up. Okay, so just chill with that idea because I'm still coming to the wedding. All right. So then we have Super Snoop Cater said, me and Rusty Dusty have history. Meaning, yes, y'all do have history. You tried to marry Rusty Dusty when he's supposed to be coming back from Paris trying to marry Brooke, Logan's Ron. So yeah, and you don't slept with Rusty Dusty too. So it really is kind of awkward. But anyway, after Rusty Dusty, explains that everything is good, and that it's good that we all have history and we know each other. I say, yeah, because you don't have both women's nut. But anyway, you would think it's good in the neighborhood. Katie just lets down all her defenses and she says and agrees that she will come to their wedding and be Logan's Ron maid of honor. We go to commercial, come back. But Super Stu Katie is questioning Rusty Dusty on whether or not he's going to truly stay with her sister this time, or is it going to be more weddings with them in the future. And of course, Russ just said, all the times I did marry um Logan's Run, it was to stay together, but things got in the way. Not no, we don't know what things got in the way other than your ego, your pride, and your manhood. Okay, Russ to Dusty, so father felt back. Then we go to Logan's Run. She rushes um Super Snoop Katie off to see her dress in the dressmaking area or wherever they put the dresses. And then we have we have investigative nose runner called Charlie is trying to get um slut from another mother to slip up to tell on herself, especially about the red lipstick and her blotting it off of Rusty Dusty's lips. So that's the idea. He's going with it. He's bringing her in some rare stones, and of course they're locked up in a very secure briefcase. And he's wanting to stay and talk with slut from another mother. Well, she evaluates the jewelry that she's gonna need, meaning the precious stones that he's bought into her. Pretty much kicks him out like, no, you're not going to stay here while I do my work. No, that's not how the idea flows. And she pretty much kicked him out, even though he said he's supposed to be there watching them work with the stones. So then we go to Super Snoop Katie. Don't know why they are getting dressed up for their wedding because it's going to be private and nobody's going to be there but the minister, them two, and her. So they don't really understand why are they going. She don't really understand why they're going through such hoop jumping when it's just going to be very simple. And of course, her dress is not white. Super Snoop Katie let us know that she didn't give us the color or anything of that nature, but it is what it is. Then we go to Slut from Another Mother comes to see Rusty Dusty and says she thinks rental cop Charlie is stalking her. Then Rusty Dusty said, okay, we're going to tell Pam about that, and that'll be the end of that. So they both have chuckles about that. We go to commercial. We come back. We have Runner Cop Charlie tells Crackpot Pam he thinks he's got Quinn on the ropes. I'm like, really? You ain't got stuff from another mother on the ropes? No, because anything she'll end up planning your demise. Okay? Runner Cop Charlie, so far for that. Then we have him telling, meaning Runner Cop Charlie, he kisses Crackpot Pam to show her lipstick can be dapped off or smudged on a napkin, and it can definitely come out the way he's trying to tell Crackpot Pam it did. Of course, Pam is really getting tired of his antics, and she's really tearing into him about cooling it on that theory. Then we go to Rusty Dusty. Is calling Slut from Another Mother a vampire while they're looking at the jury and each other and whether jury is supposed to be placed with it being coinciding with the apparel that they're taking over to Australia. So they're trying to make sure everything is very kosher, very pretty, and everything works well with one another. And then Slut from Another Mother goes on and asks Rusty Dusty, how's your marriage plans going on? Both of y'all are going to be very happy. Y'all deserve each other. And then Rusty Dusty saying, oh, okay, that's very nice of you to say, but why did you say it? Do you really truly mean that? So then Slut from Another Mother has the accessories, follows up for Ridge to approve, and this is the same jury that he actually approved when they were, well, he was fascinated with it when they were in San Francisco. And they had kind of like a talk about it, this, that, and third. He said it needs to be fixed, like misfits, the smaller stones versus the larger stones, and how they just didn't correlate at the time. But then now he's making reference to that. And of course, Pluck from Another Mother is liking that because that means he's remember what happened in San Francisco without them even verbalizing it. And then, like I say, we got Super Snoop Katie looking through the door as usual. She hear their voices and she wants to know what's really going on because Pluck from Another Mother didn't shut the door. So she's peeking in as she does all the time. The writers have her always peeking in, hearing shit, and then she has to go cry about it or just come and confront it head on. And of course, Bridge Rusty Dusty wants to see the necklace on her, not necessarily on the mannequin where he can match it to this pretty blue dress he had already there. But it is what it is, trying to be flirty and trying to be touchy feely. So we go to commercial, come back. We have Super Snoop Katie finds Rusty Dusty's dress he made for Brooke, and it's not white, of course. I think I skipped over some stuff, but it was just crazy anyway. You know, they look at the dress, they think it's fine for the occasion. Uh, Crap Pop Pam still getting on Charlie about his lipstick theory. We go to the last and final scene. We have uh Slut from Another Mother has made Rusty Dust recall the time that he once saw that piece of jewelry that he has in his hand, and he also has her facing in the mirror. You know, the necklace and what they remember from, and they talking in code that only they can hear. But if another person was just on the outside listening, you could tell they had a connection somewhere, and it wasn't kosher. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no friendly get about. It was some sensual sexualness going on. So Super Snoop Kate is just waiting for uh Rusty Dust to do something that he shouldn't be doing. Basically, he's holding her face as he's some distance away from her, but his hand is still touching her face like he wants to ravish it in some type of way. So Super Snoop Kate is watching it and watching for the other shoe to drop so she can run back to her sister and tell her, no, you don't need to marry Rich. He ain't changed. He got a thing for Quinn, so from another mother, and you need to really investigate. Okay, not get married. Change your plans on that one. But we'll see. We got tomorrow to see what they bring up. Of knowing them, they'll probably have everybody traveling to Australia, and we'll be looking at Father Thomas and Sally Spectre and all this kind of other stuff to keep us from what we really want to see, which is the conclusion of this storyline they have Rusty Dusty and Suffering and the Mother playing with one another. Because I'm about tired of it myself. But it was okay scene today. Not what I was really looking for, but you know, it played its part. Because I was just getting my kikis and ha-has when Crap Pop Pan was jumping on Charlie about his theories with the lipstick and possibly that something from another mother is actually cheating on Eric. Okay. But y'all, that was my take on The Bold and the Beautiful that aired for Thursday, March 9th, 2017. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll talk to y'all very soon for the next episode, which should come out tomorrow. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.